What is going on today, people? Welcome back to another episode of Fishing with Flim. And today's video, I'm about to do some pond hopping today. It's a pretty chilly day. It's not that bad, but it's also not that warm. As you can see, I got a pretty thick jacket on today. But it's real cloudy. And today's mission, fish these two places that I've never been to, figure out where these fish want, and I'm gonna try to throw some baits that you guys haven't seen before on the channel. So that's the goal for today. I'll see you guys out there on the water.
All right, you guys, so this is spot number 1, and it is actually a pretty small body of water, and only thing kind of sketchy about it is it's in a neighborhood, and neighborhood ponds, people, you know, it's about 50-50. You got some people that really don't care if somebody fishing, especially if you don't live here. Then you got the other half that's like, you know, what are you doing here? So but the good thing is we're not breaking any rules, we're not breaking any laws. Most neighborhood ponds say no trespassing, no fishing, or they say for residents only. I've scoped this place out before. I always scope it out before I go to the car and get my rods and things, but only thing that this one says is no swimming. So, oh, sea bass right here on the bank. So hopefully nobody come out here and say anything to me. This right here is literally the only sign that they have, and it says no swimming. So I think we're gonna start out with a swim bait first. I've already saw some bass, so that's a good sign. I know there's fish in here. Now it's what do they want to eat is the next question. All the bass that I've seen so far are small, but you never know what could be in these ponds like this. So we're gonna throw this swim bait around a little bit and see if we can get that first swim bait fish. All right, you guys. So I've tried the swim bait. I've tried Ned rig. I've tried the lipless crankbait, but right now, last thing I'm gonna try is this bad boy right here. This is the Drag and Drop watermelon red flake with from by the Guggen Squad, and I got it tied up on my drop shot setup. And if this doesn't catch any fish, because this water is really clear, so this is the perfect bait for it. And if this doesn't get any bites, then yeah, definitely probably gonna make a move to the other spot. Haven't really been here too long, maybe 45 minutes or so. Probably give it another 15-20 minutes and just see. But hopefully we can. Hopefully we can get on something. I don't think this place has the best potential. It is really small. I've seen a lot of baby bass swimming around. I haven't really seen any bluegill or any other type of life. There's no activity, so yeah, I don't think there's a lot going on here. So probably gonna head to the next spot. Drag and drop. Got one. It's the drag and drop, man. Got one on the drag and drop, you guys. And I was just talking about leaving. I think we're gonna give it another. He swallowed it. But small little, nice little bass, but it's good to get the skunk out of the boat at a place I've never fished before, so he has potential. There we go. Let's get this little guy back, and look how clear this water is. You're good, buddy. Woo! Well, let's get back in there, you guys. Got another.
Yeah, but he said
Yeah. Another little dink on the dragon drop.
Like that dragon drop.
They do. Another little dink. Second fish of today at the first pond. That's all I've seen though in here, so that's kind of expected. Little small little guy. Old dragon drop. I had to go get me some dragon drops, man.
Is that those at Academy too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get me some of those too, because I only got like 3 or 4.
For real? I didn't have any, man. And the crazy thing is, I posted a video on YouTube trying to get away from the Ned rig, so I did the drop shot. And then I had realized that I didn't even have any drop shot worms. I was using like regular worms. I mean, it was working, but I mean, it wasn't the ideal setup, I guess you could say. So, cause the day wacky rig is totally different. Like, but honestly, that was the first way I started fishing worms and stuff, though, wacky rig. I went to wacky rig, then Ned rig, and then just now starting to throw around the drop shot. Well, we at this new spot, and I'm not gonna lie, for some reason, I am pretty excited about this spot. It just looks like it holds fish, but I'm gonna start out with the drop shot, because that's what's been biting, finessing, and things like that. And then I'm gonna switch and put a big worm on. That's gonna be the move.
All right, people, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. I actually went to 2 different spots that I've never went before. The first spot, I caught about 4 or 5 fish, but they all were small. I mean, I caught a pretty decent one, but when I say decent, maybe 1.5 pounds at the most, and everything else was small. That place, it was a really small pond in the neighborhood, and it had potential, but for one, the fish were real finicky, and for 2, I think that the fish there are stunted. And what that means is all the fish are around the same size, and there's really not any big ones in there. And if there are big ones in there, it's like, you know, just a couple, like, you know, just a handful. But for the most part, all the fish in there are the same size. I didn't even see a lot of things for those fish to be eating on. Now, granted, they were pretty healthy. I mean, they were fat. They weren't skinny or anything, but just the overall makeup of the fish was small. They had small mouths, small heads, you know, just small, but they were just overall small. And me personally, it didn't have a lot of potential to catch big fish, and that's what I'm after, especially around this time of the year where their bedding is, you know, pre-spawn and spawn and all those things. The second place I went to, it actually looked a whole lot better. Like, it had more potential, but kind of went to that place a little later on in the day. The temperature dropped significantly, and the water was really dirty, and it was really deep, and it had a ton of grass in there. And I was so surprised because I was finesse fishing, you know, I'm fishing on the bottom, but I don't have a heavy sinker on or anything like that. And like, I was pulling up like massive clumps of grass, and that just, those water conditions and having a ton of grass on the bottom, it just makes fishing so much more harder. And but I tried a few things in there. I tried the swim bait, I tried the lipless crankbait, I tried the drop shot, and I tried the net rig. So I tried 4 different baits, and I got grass on everything and 0 bites, and I was only there for like an hour. But it's probably a place that I would go back to, you know, first thing in the morning, late afternoon. I feel like it had potential. It was a guy there, he actually said that think he said he caught a 6-pounder out of there. So I feel like it's one of those places where it's gonna be good or bad. It ain't no in the middle. You either gonna catch fish or you're not gonna catch anything at all that day. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Obviously you will see a lot of pond hopping because I try to find different spots, and for me it's all gonna be ponds. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's videos. 2 places that I've never explored before. Shout out to my boy Cameron. Me and him share locations and fishing spots all the time, and you'll see him in a lot of videos because we go fishing those places together, or he'll go check them out and then I'll go check them out, or I'll check them out first and then he'll check them out. So it's like a little buddy system going on there, but that's always good. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and hopefully really soon I can catch my new PB and we can just get cranking on fish and just keep on exploring new spots. Y'all be safe out here. Peace.